Am I on? Am I on? Stand by. All right. I think I'm on. Hey, there I am. The KeysDAN Show. It's the KeysDAN Show. I need a new theme for the KeysDAN Show. You might hear news. You might learn stuff. You never know what you're going to get on the KeysDAN Show. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. What's up, party people? It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. Well, I guess it's the it's the Radio What television studios, and this is my podcast, the KeysDAN Show. It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote, and maybe you could have me at your next event. You know, I like to party with the people. The people need to be entertained. Let me entertain you. Oh, my goodness, I got weddings. At least most Saturdays coming up is wedding time. And then Thursdays and Fridays. Oh, here's some good news. I've been doing the RAB on Friday nights, my regular Friday night gig, even through most of coronavirus, even the first couple of months of coronavirus. I think they locked down completely. But since then, it's been going strong almost every Friday night since then. I've been at the RAB in Conway, Arkansas, the video dance party, karaoke jam, full bar, kitchens open, pool tables. They got a pool tournament on Friday night. So if you want to try to make some money on a Friday night, I encourage you to check out the RAB, Conway, Arkansas. Now, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, I have the Old Post Barbecue in Russellville, Arkansas. Yeah, we're starting that back up. Man, it was going strong for about, I think it was a good 3 years. Every other Thursday they were doing it at the Old Post Barbecue. They got some great barbecue food. Oh my goodness, good people, good food, good times at the Old Post Barbecue. That's from 6 until 9. Oh yeah, the RAB is 8 p.m. until 12:30 in the a.m. on Friday nights. But the Old Post Barbecue is 6 to 9 on Thursdays. It was every other Thursday, but I talked to Ray Black, the owner over there in Russellville at the Old Post Barbecue, and he said, hey, let's try it every Thursday. And I said, hey, okay, that sounds great to me. I like being there. I like the people there, and they always send me home with some good barbecue. Most of the time it's some wings. They got some good smoke flavor, and you put whatever kind of sauce you like on them. If you like the hot sauce, you get the hot sauce. They got a sandwich over there at the Old Post Barbecue in Russellville, Arkansas. It's called the Dagwood. I don't know how much meat it is, but if you can eat the whole thing, they put your picture up on the wall, the Dagwood Hall of Fame. And now that's country. I love it, man. It's a lot of meat, I'll tell you. I haven't eaten one. I haven't tried it. I eat the chicken wings. Sometimes they send me home with some ribs too. But no, I like the chicken wings. They're all smoky flavored, and I put a little barbecue sauce on them. Not the hot stuff. It's not. I think a couple times they sent me home with some buffalo, and it was quite delicious, but a little much. I'm tender. I'm delicate. All right. That's enough of that. But no, let me tell you, good times. I'm so happy about that. We're opening up. We're taking care of each other, wearing the masks on the way in the door, and keeping each other safe during this as we break out of quarantine. We don't want to break out too quickly. I'll tell you that for nothing. We want to come out on top, I'll tell you. Am I even on? I don't even know if I'm on. Anyway, I might be on. I think I'm streaming. Well, I can find out real quick if I'm streaming. If I'm actually streaming. If not, I'll make this into a podcast anyway, because, I'll make it into a podcast. I'll make it into a video. Okay. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know why it isn't. Why wouldn't it be? I thought I was restreaming. Make sure I'm restreaming. Oh, I see. It's just not on the Facebook. That's all. It's on the YouTube and the Twitch. No big deal. No big deal at all. Sounds good. Okay. So anyway, I digress. If you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast, What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. Now, on with the show. Today on the program, 10 things you need to know today for Monday, April 5th, 2021. I'm going to start with 10 things you need to know today, and then maybe some good news or some on this date in history. I always like to learn some history. I always like to learn what's going on in current events as well. And then I'll look at the days of the year calendar and find out what's going on this day of the year. Yeah. All right. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. If you're watching either one of those, you can check me on the other. So there you go. Okay, so let's go with 10 things you need to know today for Monday, April 5th, 2021. 10 things you need to know today. Number 1, COVID-19 vaccine pace hits record as fourth wave fears loom. The pace of coronavirus vaccinations continue to accelerate over the weekend. The number of shots surpassed 4 million in a single day on Saturday. At first, the 7-day average exceeded 3 million for the first time, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The increase came as President Biden pushed to make enough COVID-19 vaccines for every American adult by the end of May. Although coronavirus infections and deaths have fallen from their winter peaks, the numbers have spiked again recently in many states, especially in the Midwest and Northeast. Public health experts disagreed on Sunday news talk shows about whether the increase indicated that the nation was heading into a fourth wave. Elsewhere, India's health ministry reported over 100,000 new COVID-19 cases Monday, making India the second country after the U.S. to report that case level in a single day. This is according to the New York Times and the Washington Post. Number 2, Stanford beats Arizona to take NCAA women's basketball title. Stanford beat Arizona 54-53 on Sunday to win the NCAA's Women's Basketball Championship. It was the third national title for Stanford and its first since 1992. It was also the third championship for Coach Tara Vanderveer, who this year became the winningest coach in women's basketball. Stanford entered the final quarter up by 3, 43-40, in a hard-fought defensive battle. Stanford 31-2. Stanford 31-2, led by Haley Jones, built the lead to 9 points in the final quarter before Arizona 21-6 bounced back with star guard Ari McDonald pulling her team to within 1 point, 51-50, with a three-pointer. McDonald had a chance to put Arizona ahead with seconds left. She fired from the top of the key under pressure, and the shot bounced off the rim as time ran out. This is according to the Associated Press and the Washington Post. Number 3, Florida officials struggle to prevent collapse of polluted reservoir. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, Republican, went to examine the site of a former phosphate plant near Tampa on Sunday. As a reservoir of wastewater threatened to fail and send hundreds of millions of gallons of polluted water into Tampa Bay. Quote, structural collapse could occur at any time, end quote, said Jacob Sauer, Manatee County Director of Public Safety. Officials are pumping polluted water into the bay to relieve pressure on the Piney Point Reservoir walls. County authorities expanded an evacuation order to residents of hundreds of homes and around the reservoir. DeSantis declared a state of emergency in the area on Saturday. Florida's Department of Environmental Protection Agency Secretary Noah Valenstein said damage to the environment could be cleaned up, but the looming disaster posed an, quote, imminent threat, end quote, to public health. This is according to Reuters. Number 4, flooding kills dozens in Indonesia. Heavy rains from a tropical cyclone triggered landslides and flash flooding in eastern Indonesia, killing at least 76 people and displacing thousands in eastern Indonesia and East Timor. In Indonesia's East Nusa Tenggara province, a mudslide slammed into dozens of houses in Lamonel village shortly after midnight on Monday, killing at least 38 people and injuring 5. On Lembata Island, the rain caused cold lava to fall down the slopes of the Ili Liwotolak volcano, which last erupted in November. The cold lava hit multiple villages, leaving at least 11 people dead and 16 more buried under tons of rubble. Indonesia's National Disaster Mitigation Agency on Monday said rescuers are having a hard time searching for survivors because of debris blocking roads. This is according to Reuters and the Associated Press. Number 5, Jordan Crown Prince says he's confined to home. Jordan's former Crown Prince Hamza bin Hussein said Sunday that he had been told by the country's military not to leave his home, suggesting he had been placed under house arrest after being accused of involvement in a coup plot. He said in a video sent by his lawyer to the BBC that he was not quote, part of any conspiracy or nefarious organization or foreign-backed group, as is always the claim here for anyone who speaks out, end quote. Hamza, the half-brother of the country's ruler, King Abdullah II, is the son of the late King Hussein and the American-born Queen Noor, who defended her son, quote, praying that truth and justice will prevail for all the innocent victims of this wicked slander, end quote. Queen Noor tweeted Sunday, quote, God bless and keep them safe, end quote. This is according to BBC News and CNN. Number 6, Blunt says Biden should slash his infrastructure plan. Senator Roy Blunt, Republican Missouri, said Sunday that President Biden should slash his $2 trillion infrastructure plan to $650 billion if he wants to win over Republicans. Blunt the number 4 Republican in the Senate said many Republicans might back the plan if it were scaled back to cover only roads, bridges, and other traditional infrastructure. Quote, there's an easy win here for the White House if they would take that win, end quote, Blunt said. Progressives called for expanding the proposal to increase spending on such things as affordable housing and fighting climate change. Biden has said he would like to have GOP support, but Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm said Biden was prepared to use the budget reconciliation process to approve the infrastructure plan without GOP backing, as Democrats did with his coronavirus relief package. This is according to CNBC and CNN. Number 7, hotel magnate and Swiss billionaire makes $680 million bid for Tribune. Oh my goodness, I think I'm going to have to cut this one short. I feel a cold coming on. Let me just read the headlines. I know that's what some people read. Anyways, hotel magnate and Swiss billionaire makes $680 billion bid for Tribune. Number 8, rapper DMX in vegetative state, manager says. Ooh. I think I gotta read this stuff. Number 7, hotel magnate and Swiss billionaire makes $680 million bid for Tribune. Choice Hotels International Chairman Stuart Bainum and Swiss billionaire Hans-Georg Wyss have made a $680 billion, $18.50 per share offer for the Tribune publishing newspaper chain, potentially outbidding hedge fund Alden Global Capital, the Wall Street Journal reported Sunday. A special committee of the Tribune board reportedly found the new bid was probably the better deal, the Journal reported, citing people familiar with the matter. Bainum and Hansjorg increased the amount they plan to personally contribute from $200 million to more than $600 million, guaranteeing their proposal was fully financed. Alden, in February, reached a deal to pay $17.25 per share for Tribune, agreeing separately to sell Bainum the Baltimore Sun for $65 million once it acquired Tribune. Now it likely would have to raise its bid to acquire the company. This is according to the Wall Street Journal. Number 8, rapper DMX in vegetative state, manager says. The rapper DMX, whose given name is Earl Simmons, was in a vegetative state on Sunday following a heart attack. His longtime manager, Nakia Walker, said, some of Simmons' relatives have been able to visit since he was hospitalized after he collapsed at his White Plains, New York home and was rushed to the hospital. Simmons' lawyer, Murray Richmond, revealed a day earlier that Simmons had been placed on life support. Quote, he is truly an amazing person, end quote, Richmond said. Quote, he walked into a room, he lit up the room. He couldn't help making you feel good in his presence, end quote. Richmond said that Simmons, 50, had a, quote, difficult life, end quote, and, quote, expressed the pain and suffering in a very unique way. He truly is a reflective of a whole segment of our society whose pain and suffering go unrecorded, end quote. Simmons was the first musician to have his first 4 albums debut at the top of the Billboard chart. This is according to the New York Times. Wow, DMX. Number 9, Godzilla vs. Kong debut breaks pandemic-era record. Godzilla vs. Kong continued its dominant opening run over the weekend. The monster movie took in $48.5 million in its first 5 days, easily breaking the record for the biggest debut since the start of the coronavirus pandemic. The last Godzilla movie made $47.8 million in its 3-day weekend debut back in 2019. The new film's opening weekend amounted to a test of moviegoers' willingness to return to theaters as the pace of COVID-19 vaccinations picks up and many states lift mask mandates. Now that the winter virus surge has passed, AT&T's Warner Media also offered Godzilla vs. Kong along with the rest of its 2021 releases for streaming over HBO Max at the same time as a theatrical debut, but didn't provide data on streaming views. This is according to the Wall Street Journal. Number 10, Chadwick Boseman wins posthumous SAG award. Chadwick Boseman won a posthumous award for Best Actor in a Lead Role at Sunday night's 27th Screen Actors Guild Awards. Boseman, who died of cancer last August, was honored for his role in his final film, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Boseman made history when he became the first actor ever to earn 4 SAG Award nominations in 1 year for movies, thanks to his work in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, The Five Bloods. The night's other winners include Ma Rainey's Black Bottoms, Viola Davis, Best Female Lead Actor, Judas and the Black Messiah's Daniel Kaluuya, Best Male Actor in a Supporting Role, and Minari's Yoo Jun-yoon, Best Female Supporting Actor. Netflix's Trial of the Chicago 7 received the Outstanding Performance by a Cast. This is according to the Hollywood Reporter. Oh my goodness, that's 10 things you need to know today. I think I need to take some cold medicine and probably drift off to sleep. I'm not even going to go into history or anything. My goodness. So I apologize irrevocably. I'm feeling a little under the weather, and you can probably see it on my face. That's Monday, April 5th, 2021. Hey, if you'd like to tell your story or hear the stories of others, I encourage you to check out my other podcast, What Makes You Famous. Find it everywhere using the hashtag What Makes You Famous. Join me at the Rab on Friday night because the show must go on. That's the Rab in Conway, Arkansas, 8 p.m. until 12:30. And then next week, April 15th, which should be tax day, but I know tax day has been moved ahead at least a month. So April 15th, I will be at the Old Post Barbecue in Russellville, Arkansas from 6 to 9. Be there. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com.